Epic battles in an age of darkness. Yes, today we're looking at Legion Imperialis. Oh, let's get into it. Hi there, Chris here with another unboxing for you all. In this video, we are going to look at the long-awaited return of epic scale combat on the tabletop. And yes, we are looking at Warhammer the Horus Heresy Legions Imperialis epic battles in the age of darkness. This is where it all begins, and a huge thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this big box set, and a huge thank you to all my patrons for their continued support, and of course a big thank you to the members for clicking on that membership button, and a huge thank you to everybody for doing that. If you're not able to support monetarily, thumbing up the video and liking and commenting and all that stuff helps as well, and all takes a couple clicks of a button, and you're helping me out a great deal, and a huge thank you to everybody who takes time to do that. Holy moly. Let's get into this. So, big, pretty box art. This is really reminiscent of the kind of stuff we see from the Forge World Studio for their artwork and everything like that. Yeah, they obviously have a ton of fun setting this up and creating these compositions. And man, I mean, like, I'm envious of this because, yeah, this just looks like a ton of fun to sit here. And the thing is that this looks like the 40K stuff, and this is the epic stuff, right? So, ooh. So let's have a look at the back of the box. Epic has returned. My gosh, look at the back of this box. What does it contain? The contents of this box allow you to raise a vast host of warriors and war machines in the name of the Emperor of Mankind, or the treacherous War Master Horus. This box contains Warhammer the Horus Heresy Legion Imperialis 240-page hardback rulebook, 1 order token set, 2 rules reference sheets, 26-sided dice. 26-sided dice? Or 26-sided dice? It's 26-sided dice. Holy kermoly. That's a lot of sides to a die. And 1 scatter die, templates, measuring sticks, and transfer sheet. And of course, everybody remembers the sticks, the measuring sticks, the whippy sticks. Oh yes, we have a brand new era of it. Everybody in Horus Heresy already got them, so you know. Of course, everybody who's jumping into the epic can enjoy getting whipped by those sticks as well. It includes a massive 223 miniatures, 106 Space Marine infantry and walker miniatures, 5 Space Marine vehicle miniatures, 104 solar auxiliary infantry and walker miniatures, 6 solar auxilia vehicle miniatures, 2 Warhaound Titan miniatures. Man, oh man. Now, apparently, the weapon options on these Warhounds look like they might be brand new to these Warhounds, so I think that's going to be very, very interesting. The box also has a nice graphic that illustrates the size of these miniatures, and they are impressive. I mean, like the Contemptor Dreadnoughts, they can just see the size of them, and man, this is exciting stuff. I think it's time to just basically dive right in and let's have a little sniff around the box and see what we're in for. Oh my gosh, are you guys ready? I mean, are you really ready? This is not cellophaned up. This is just simply taped. It's just 2 pieces of tape. Honestly, usually they give me 4 pieces of tape on these things so that, you know, the contents don't come flying out. But let's get into it. Man, I am excited for this. Now, everybody out there who's been listening to me go on about this stuff for any length of time knows that I am really excited for Xenos to make a return to this scale. But yeah, so holy moly, this is exciting. All right, so let's get these whippy sticks out of the way. So these sticks are just a soft kind of plastic, but you know, here, I'll give you an illustration here of what they're like. Hear that? Oh, geez. I was doing that and I broke it. Here, 1 stick at a time. I just actually whipped myself. All right, that's enough of those whippy sticks. Somebody's gonna get hurt. All right, the frames. My gosh, the frames. Okay, it looks like infantry are all basically 1. Now, we are going to have some closer looks. The Sentinels, oh my gosh, the Sentinels are actually quite complex. Look at the legs are separate. Sides of the torso, the body, and then the weapon options. Ogrons are two or three parts. Oh my gosh. There's some assembly involved here. There is some assembly involved. We're gonna have a closer look at these frames here in a moment. Man, they can pack tons. Now these are the solar auxilia forces. I like the little standard bearer, that's cool. Yeah, these frames are just the solar auxilia. This is gotta be what, the Space Marines? Yeah, this is Space Marines, because I can see a Terminator right there. Again, like I said, we're gonna have a closer look here in a moment, so don't worry if you can't quite make out details, but oh man, look at the Praetors, look at the standard bearer. Look how clean that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on here. I'm getting ahead of myself. So here's another frame of Marines. I believe this is two frames of the same thing. Yeah, these are identical for the Space Marines. And I think this Solar Auxilia is identical as well. Yeah, they're identical as well. Yeah, because it's got all the same bits. So two identical frames of the Solar Auxilia and the Space Marines. To be expected. I mean, you know, people are like, oh, there should be 3 or 4 different frames. No, it's epic. You really can't tell at distance. At arm's length, you can't tell. We have, looks like the Solar Auxilia, what are they? Manticore tanks? No, these are, I can't remember what the heck their name is. I think there's 2 tanks on this one frame. Yeah, because I would assume these are 2 bottom halves. And then, yeah, that's the front hull. That's the front. Yeah, okay, so 2 tanks there. I can't remember what the tank is. This looks like parts to the Warhound. Very, very cool. We have, looks like Rhino tanks or Predators. Yeah, these are Predators, I believe. I can't remember what the heck's supposed to be in this. Well, again, we'll have a closer look at these. Don't worry, folks. Don't worry. Yeah, I think this is the weapon frame for the Warhounds. So we'll definitely have to have a closer look at this for everybody out there who's all about their Titanicus. We have the Sicarius tanks. And they have, I think, a couple of weapon options as well. They have like the big plasma guns and the autocannons. Yeah. Really quite complex. Really. I mean, the Aeronautica stuff is really quite complex as well. Here's the Warhound armor bits. Yes, very, very cool. And then, of course, we also have little Leman Russ turrets. Look at the little Leman Russes. I love it. Is there 4? Is there 4 Leman Russes in this? Looks like it, right? Because I see 4 turrets, 4 sets of hulls. Yeah, this is 4 Leman Russes. Very, very interesting. I wonder how many different variants of Leman Russ you can do. Looks like only maybe 2 or 3. I see 1 long cannon, a shorter gun, and oh no, maybe just the 2. Yeah, maybe it's like a Vanquisher or whatever. And anyway, templates, the all-important templates cast in the orange plastic of yesteryear for everybody who remembers the templates. And so let's carry on here. What's this? Oh, little bits of the template frame. It's little plastic bits, nothing important. Little paper divider, typical of big boxes. Now this box set, the cardboard to the box is typical of, you know, the big box sets and such. Legion, Imperialis. Oh, look at that. We even get a little preview of things to come. Kratos Heavy Tank Squadron, Storm Eagle Squadron, Xiphon Interceptor Squadron, Marauder Bomber Squadron, War Master Iconoclast Heavy Battle Titan, Baneblade Squadron, Direwolf Heavy Scout Titans, Acastus Knights, but I'm not even trying to say that word, Reaver Battle Titans, and Civitas Imperialis Spires. Yo, that's one thing. Oh, that's one thing that's not in this box. It is terrain. There's no terrain. So this is not a starter set per se. This is more of, you know, just an initial launch box, right? Oh my gosh, nice, big, thick rulebook. I think we'll probably have to give this a read. So, yeah, oh, it's got cards and tokens. It's got sheet tokens there, and it's got sheet tokens. Why would we have 2 things of tokens, but one of them separated? I'm not 100% sure about that one. We have our token sheet. Now the token sheet actually feels kind of like thicker cardstock. It doesn't feel like the proper cardboard that we get with a lot of the tokens. This feels more like you know, like a gift card kind of thickness of the paper. We also get a instruction booklet for assembling all the models. Very, very cool. There is even, I didn't even know this, there's even a transfer sheet. Huh. Maybe we'll have to have a closer look at this transfer sheet as well. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to, right? We're gonna have to. I guess we're just gonna have to. And then of course we also have all the bases. The bases are really, really thin. They are not typical of the regular kind of Games Workshop bases. I mean, they're not typical bases. But I mean, it's to account for obviously the large size of the miniatures. And then lots of little bases for all of the infantry. Interesting that the bases don't have little markers for where you place a model. That is kind of interesting. And then of course we have all of our dice. I think it's time to have a closer look at some of these frames, possibly even have a sniff test. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are. We are looking at the Solar Auxilia. Let me make sure this is all in focus here. Yeah, this is pretty darn cool. Look at all the detail. You even got like little guys with like little back banners. See everybody with their little las guns and backpacks. Oh man, the sprues themselves are pretty sizable. They are about what you expect to get for like a squad sized miniature, you know, like there's about 5 miniatures on there. Whereas with this, I mean, there's like what, 50 some models on here. We got the Ogrins and the Sentinel bits, and these parts, like, you know, they're pretty darn big. Like that leg is, you know, that's my fingertip, like my index finger. Pretty darn big. Love all the detail. Like you can pretty much make out what's going on some of these figures. Like you can tell that's a flamethrower, right? Or a minigun. It's a flamethrower or a minigun, one of the two. All right, let's jump over to the next frame. This one is, what is this? Oh, this is the Space Marines, okay. Let's jump over to the Space Marines. Focus, please. There we go. All right. And so with the Space Marines, I mean, like look at that. Tons of detail. Now, the one thing I was curious about was how, like, you might have noticed that when I was looking at the bases earlier, like, there's no pegs or anything like that for the models to slot into. And it looks like the models are just, like, kind of on their own little space on the model where it glues down, right? Rather than, you know, attaching them to the feet. That's just an arm and a missile launcher. Is there assembly? Oh my god, is there assembly for this? Oh my god. What do these guys got? Flamethrowers? Bolters? Bolters with the axes. I take it those are the guys with the missile launchers. I'm about to turn this back around again. Yeah, right there. It's the guys with the missile launchers there. That part 29, part 25. And here's the Terminators. I can't believe it though. We got to glue those missile launchers onto those arms. Oh my god. I am not terribly excited about doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really that fired up for that part. But that's it. That's the Space Marines, man. Yeah. I love all the like the Praetor. Yeah, like look at all that detail. Like it's shocking the amount of detail. Like this is really, really impressive. I mean, again, these things are tiny. And yeah, so many. You can clearly see, like even the studs on the shoulder pads. I do not think that I don't recall Epic Space Marines way back in the day having the studs on their shoulder pads. I do not recall that detail. I could be wrong. They might have been there and I just never saw them, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, okay, let's continue our look. So that was the Space Marines. Let's jump back over to the Solar Auxilia and let's have a look at the Malcadors. Look at all of that detail. Like these models are small. I mean, like that's my fingertip for size, just to give you an idea how big these are. I mean, when you look at the pictures on the website, you know, that'll give you a good idea as well. Like all the freaking detail, man. Again, like we were just looking at the Space Marines, and I mean the Space Marines, you can see all the detail. Like look how nice and crisp this detail is. Like the Epic miniature, Epic 40K, the miniatures were pewter. And anybody who's familiar with pewter, it was very rare to get a really solid, crispy cast out of pewter. I was just flipping around, seeing if there was any other details we could see, but not quite. But yeah, I am all in on the amount of details on these sprues. So I'm seeing this is pretty amazing stuff. Next, we're gonna look at the Leman Russ for Russing. There we go. Focus. Yeah. Again, look at these Leman Russes, you know, finger for size. Finger for size, that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean. Yeah, so it looks like we can do two different variants of the Leman Russ, the Executioner and I guess the regular Leman Russ. Executioner or Vanquisher, I can't remember. The one where it has the extended cannon. So much detail though. Like even the hatches are prepared like, oh my god. Like were these little details necessary? Were they necessary when they were modeling all this up? They said, you know what? Yeah, this little doodad, yeah, that's got to be its own bit. We can't have that attached anywhere on the hull. No, don't be crazy. Don't be silly. All right, next frame. Next, let's have a look at the Sicaran battle tanks. Yeah, the Sicaran battle tanks. As these kind of have like that Space Marine Rhino Land Raider kind of vibe to them. In the hull layout, like the way the armor panels run, it reminds me of Rhinos and Land Raiders, as opposed to like, you know, Leman Russ and the Malcadors, where the regular Imperial tech looks, you know. I think you guys knew what I meant. So I think there's two variants here. It's the autocannon and the plasma cannons. It has like the dual thing. Oh, I guess there's like flamethrowers up here too. Are those sponsons or are those... I guess I'll find it when I build these, right? Gonna learn today. Yeah, these are very, very cool. Like just all of this detail. You know? Let's have a look at the other side here. Is anything interesting? Nah, not really. Yeah. Yeah, this is really, really cool. All right, next frame is going to be the rhinos. Let's have a look at the rhinos. Or rhinos and predators, right? Crap, I can't remember. I mean, there's a whole bunch of half hulls. Yeah, we got autocannons, we got the predator turrets. Can you do the... Oh, no, yeah, you got the dozers. Oh, man. Yeah, these are predators. That's the tops of predators. Or maybe there is no rhinos? Is there no rhinos? I can do them as rhinos or not? I don't know. No, I think they're only predators. Maybe there are no rhinos in this kit. Maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry, I don't have the box in front of me, but yeah. Tons of detail though. Really, really cool. Yeah, this is pretty darn exciting stuff. Man. The detail, the level of detail is just absolutely amazing. All right, last frame we're gonna have a look at is the weapons for the Warhound Titan. I could not tell you how many weapons this configures up or anything like that, or what does what. I am just simply, for completeness sake, showing you guys this frame. It is only one frame with these bits on them. Yeah. I could not tell you what all these guns are. I guess it's got to be about 4 arms, right? Because the box art shows both Warhounds having these crazy arms. That looks like some sort of mega melt-a-gun. It's very interesting. But anyway, oh, we got to do the sniff test. Size does matter? Yeah, that's what I'd imagine the legions smell like. All right, let's get back to the rest of the video. Well, that concludes our unboxing. A big thank you to everybody who made it to the end of this video. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this box set. Big thank you to all my patrons for their support and their continued support, and all you brand new ones as well. If you're not able to support monetarily, i.e. money, thumbing up the video, liking, following, subscribing, commenting, ringing the bell, all help the channel as well. And also memberships is on as well. And all it takes a couple of clicks of a button to help me out. And so a huge thank you to everybody who takes the time to do that. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you. And I will see you in the next unboxing or useless review or even a painting tutorial. Maybe even a live stream. Oh, wait. There's more. What about a battle report? Oh, battle reports. We haven't done battle reports in a while. Okay, bye.